Welcome to the Absolute Podcast. I'm Hunter.
I'm Austin.
And today is the first episode of the Absolute Podcast. Obviously, it's something new for me and Austin. Just two homies going to be sitting down talking about everything we're passionate about. Austin, you want to kind of give a deeper dive?
Yeah,
on what
we're
that
just going to
is?
sit here, talk like we normally do. You know, we're nerds. I'm sure the people watching us are
Absolutely.
nerds. And we just want to share the stuff that we're passionate about like we share with each other to you guys. And that's just what this is. Just two dudes hanging out with other people watching.
Absolutely. We're going to segue into our favorite superheroes. Austin, you want to start with yours?
I mean, the GOAT, it's Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Spider-Man.
I mean, by my reaction, my favorite superhero as well is Spider-Man. Now let's segue into our favorite sports teams. NFL, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. College, everything college, football, basketball, baseball, tennis, soccer, swim, you name it. Florida Gators, baby. 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
Wow.
I'm a diehard Gators fan. Come out the womb, hitting that chomp. You're kind of a little bit deeper south.
I mean, SEC, still SEC, Rammer, Jammer, Roll Tide. I mean, that's all there is to it. Baseball, college basketball, football, Roll Tide, Rammer, Jammer.
I will say, other Alabama fans, like the general Alabama fans, I can't stand. But you,
I'm fair. I'm fair with
yeah.
it.
So I do appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite NFL team?
Hey, who that? New Orleans. Born, I wasn't raised, but born New Orleans. You know, once a year, we try to hit that spot in New Orleans. Love New Orleans.
Absolutely.
Wonderful place. Who that, baby? Go Tyler Shutt.
Now, y'all really haven't had the best couple seasons here.
We found our footing a little bit. We found our footing at the end of the season.
If y'all build around Old Shucky,
We're getting there. We'll see with the draft in a couple months, see what we come out. You know, Jeremiah Love, big name coming out to replace Alvin Kamara, but we'll see.
I like the early draft pick that you guys
Yeah,
had.
Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, two of our top guys that we have
Okay,
on
so
our draft boards.
I do want to ask you this: if you had a perfect scenario for the Saints offseason, what would it be?
I think when us we focus on how we can build around Tyler Shutt.
Yeah.
What other offensive weapons can we get him besides Chris Olave when he's not being thrown hospital balls by Derek Carr?
Right.
What can we do to help him feel more comfortable in the pocket? How can we get more help with Chris Olave, not have him double teamed because he's obviously our go-to receiver? How can we get somebody to come in and be ready to step up and take AK's spot? He's obviously getting older.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to focus on our O-line most importantly. We got a lot of old veterans on defense who probably won't be with us after this season. So I think defense and offensive line is what we focus on in the draft, and maybe hit some free agents up this season. Maybe make a couple of trades.
Now,
But yeah,
speaking of trades, Max Crosby has been very verbal about wanting to leave the Raiders. As a Saints fan, would you like to see the Saints go after him?
I would absolutely love to see us go after Max Crosby, but there is no way on God's green earth that we have the cap room to get Max Crosby.
Don't y'all have like the worst cap in the NFL?
Because we gave Michael Thomas $300 million, and he took his ball and went home.
Broke his toe.
Yeah, and so we do.
Stubbed his
I would
toe.
love to have Max Crosby, but we obviously do not have the cap room to have that kind of talent on this team.
So, and I hate that for you guys because I'm not going to say that the Steelers.
This is our last season under the cap, though. So.
Yes, because I'm not going to say y'all like the Steelers, but we do have similar situations with quarterback. We have young quarterback. Well, I say we have a young.
Well, really,
we have
what
Aaron
the quarterback
Rodgers.
situation is right now.
Yeah, we have a similar quarterback situation. We're trying to figure out who our QB of the future is, our franchise guy. We don't have the best cap. Y'all have probably the worst cap in the NFL. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I like the Saints. Obviously, diehard Steelers. If it comes down to it, though, I'm riding with y'all, man.
Yeah.
I hope y'all do good this season.
I mean, we paid our dues for the Bounty Gate. You know, 2017, 18, 19, 20, there's not much more heartbreak you can take in those 4-year spans, especially that NFC Championship game. But we're getting better. You know, we both personally like Mike Tomlin. I'm also kind of a Steelers guy myself on the side. Mike Tomlin, no longer a Pittsburgh Steeler, new head coach. Speaking of new head coaches, what was your thoughts on the new head coach you guys hired? I know we both kind of did not like the choice of bringing Mike McCarthy in.
Obviously, I hated to see Tomlin go. But like I told you late in the season, there's only so many 9-8 seasons you can go and then turn around and get put out in the first round and still be okay with it. Don't get me wrong, Mike Tomlin will go down as one of the greatest coaches to ever coach a football team.
Probably the greatest Pittsburgh Steelers coach of all time.
Absolutely. But sometimes a fresh start is good. Do I like us bringing Mike McCarthy? No. But he is a proven coach with the Green Bay Packers. He did okay with the Cowboys. I mean, it was Dak's best season that he's had up to this point under Mike McCarthy. I'm excited to see what we can do because it is a fresh face. He is a Yinzer. He is from Pittsburgh.
He does have picture with Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
At Green Bay, won a Super Bowl with him.
Exactly.
But that we don't know if Aaron Rodgers is coming back to play or not.
I love Aaron Rodgers. He's one of my all-time favorite quarterbacks behind Big
Mine
Ben.
as well.
But he's getting up. He proved that he could still hang this.
Yeah,
this
he
past
can
season.
still go.
But how many times did he go down with an injury? He had a cast in like 2 games after he fractured his wrist. He went down with a tweaked knee. Just multiple times he would take rough shots and he would be slow to get up. So that kind of worries me. We do have a really good young quarterback in Will Howard. I trust Will Howard. He is a national championship winning quarterback.
Hasn't got his chance to prove himself yet.
I think because he sat under Aaron Rodgers for a year. We've seen it with Jordan Love.
Yep.
If we give Will Howard a chance next season under Mike McCarthy, who has proven himself to be a good quarterback coach,
Yeah.
we get a new OC in there, we get a good O-line to protect a young quarterback, that could be our franchise.
Yeah.
I think.
You got a good receiving core. Need a little bit more help with DK Metcalf.
I agree. I'm not going to lie to you. I was upset when we got rid of George Pickens.
Reliable
We
tight
shipped him
end.
off.
Reliable
Yeah.
tight end.
We have 3 really good tight ends in Juno Smith, Pat Fryermuth, and Darnell Washington.
Big boys, big bodies.
Absolutely. And they are phenomenal, but there's only so much tight ends can do, especially whenever you have a middle of the pack running back in Jalen Warren and Caleb Johnson, and getting older receiver who sometimes can't stay out of trouble, but is good when he's on the field, but sometimes is never on the field because of his attitude.
Yep.
So it's just we're in a really weird place.
Highest paid
Pittsburgh.
defense in the league, but nothing to show for it.
Absolutely. I personally thought we should have traded T.J. Watt. That's just my opinion. Obviously, he's getting older. Yes, he is one of the best defensive players to ever step foot on the field, but he was hurt. We didn't know what he was going to do coming back. Obviously, last year he proved himself because every game he wasn't a part of, we lost last year. But we could still get really good value from TJ. I wasn't a fan of re-signing him. We could have shipped him off for some first-round picks and some young talent. But, it is what it is. I'm glad we did re-sign him, even though I wasn't happy with it. It's kind of a weird situation. Cam Hayward, he's getting older, but we do have some young guys coming in from last year's draft class to sit under him for a little longer until he retires. Our linebacker situation, we got Highsmith. I enjoy watching him. We got Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson. Them boys are some dogs.
Jalen Ramsey came in.
Jalen Ramsey, shut down corner. He has proved himself. Obviously, we had Darius Slay earlier in the season, but we released him. Don't know why. I wanted to see more of him. Yes, he had a couple bad games, but, everybody's got a couple bad
Yeah,
games.
everybody flops.
Even the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, had some bad games. I mean, he lost twice to Eli Manning in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for our future. We got, I believe we got 8 or 9 picks in this year's draft, so I'm super excited about that. We have really good draft capital and a pretty decent offensive draft class and a pretty stacked defensive draft class. So I'm super excited to see what we do there. But yeah, I'm just ready to watch the football, man. I miss it.
Miss it every day.
As far as college goes, how do you feel about Ty Simpson and
Well, the funny thing about Ty Simpson is I think him going to the draft is a major mistake. I think that he obviously needs another year in that system with coach.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but he needs another year in that system. Obviously wasn't the best season as an Alabama fan. Starting off the season with that terrible loss to Florida State. but somehow making our way.
A
Making our,
2-win Florida State, by the way.
making our way into the playoffs somehow to get absolutely embarrassed and dominated, rightfully so, by the champions, Indiana. Ty Simpson, I think, going into the draft is a major mistake. I do not think he's a first or second round quarterback. Maybe fourth or fifth. Maybe he'll go to a team, play second or third string, learn behind somebody. But as far as Ty Simpson goes, I mean, it was a rough road with him. Same with Jalen Murrow, rough road with him. We haven't had a Heisman, coming in, winning quarterback.
Yeah.
Jalen Murrow won Heisman?
No, I don't. No.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, he didn't.
But we haven't had that quarterback that Alabama's had since like a Jalen Hurts, the Tuas. But I'm excited.
Which was 2018. Pal.
Yeah, well, with it being 2026. Listen, I'm excited.
I'm a Florida Gator fan, pal.
I'm excited for the future of Alabama. I think Brian Dable. I think Kalen DeBoer is a really good coach. I don't know why some of these Alabama fans, unlike me, are saying fire him already. He's 2 years in. His system's just now really starting to take place. His recruiting class is just now starting to take place.
It showed whenever we fired Dan Mullen. I do believe we should have gave Dan Mullen a little more time as the head coach of the Florida Gators. He was finally getting his rhythm. And that's the bad thing about college sports. They're too quick to ship off coaches, especially when they haven't been able to prove themselves with their roster.
Right.
Now, Billy Napier, screw you, pal. Bye-bye. Enjoy James Madison. I don't care if you win or lose. John Summerall, that boy's a dog.
Coming in from Tulane.
I'm super excited for him.
Well, his post-game, his preseason interviews in the weight rooms have been –
dude,
it's making me want to run to a wall for him.
Can I tell you something, bro? So, he got a lot of backlash, but when he was talking about how the players aren't wearing the logos on their practice uniforms and stuff like that they haven't earned the logos yet, pal, that's when I knew we had something special. I believe John Summerall can come in here. We have Tramel Jones. We have Aaron something to something, whatever his last name is, coming in from Georgia Southern. Super excited for our future of the Florida Gators. I don't really know if you're super excited for the Alabama future.
I think you guys have a more brighter future than us for the next at least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I think in the next 2 or 3 years we'll be fine. We're going to have freshmen who hasn't played in the SEC a lot. He's not a freshman, but we're going to have quarterbacks come in next season that have not played a snap against SEC opponents, Alabama opponents. And I just don't think we're going to make the playoffs anytime soon, but I think you guys are on the up, and we're kind of just going to be stagnant for a little bit. But,
I think
our time in the sun was Nick Saban, and now we've got to wait for it to come again.
Well, and now y'all have to live a life without Nick Saban.
Still a pretty good life.
But I will say, I do think that Alabama will always be in the conversation. It's Alabama. I mean, come on. They're one of the greatest dynasties in college football.
I would say the greatest dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, Nick Saban built, but, it is what it is. But I think that this is a good point to segue into our other sports teams, our MLB teams. Who's your favorite MLB team?
Boston Red Sox guy. I'm not a big MLB guy. I'm just kind of spawning off 12 or 13 years old when I watched it for the first time. I saw Big Papi hitting home runs, and I was like, man, I like this Big Papi guy. But
Bangers.
Boston Red Sox. So, that's pretty much been it. We're not too big right now with the Boston Red Sox. We still have our rivalry with the Yankees, but,
y'all shipped off some key players.
Yes, we did.
I did not agree with it.
Either, but we got a good couple of pitchers in return. We got a good draft class that we had this past draft. So I think Boston's going to be pretty good. I think we'll make a wild card spot this year, but other than
I could see that. I could see that happen. I'm an Atlanta Braves guy. Chipper Jones, growing up, he is my all-time favorite baseball player ever. And again, come out the womb. My pops, he had Atlanta Braves on the TV, and I was like, hey, that's my team. Obviously, we had a pretty lackluster season last year.
when you shouldn't have.
Exactly. We have some really good young talent in Ronald Acuna, which I might get some heat for this, but I believe we need to trade Ronald Acuna. Okay, he is always hurt. We're paying that man millions upon millions of dollars to ride the bench.
Yeah.
every year. What is he doing for us? Absolutely nothing.
You need some pitching help. You need some more hard hitters out there.
Yeah.
You can get some draft capital and some good players for them.
We have a really good young roster. You know, we have Austin Riley, obviously when Freddie Freeman left for the Dodgers. We got Matt Olson, who I believe is better than Freddie.
I do
Freeman.
love Matt Olson,
I
yeah.
think he is a better player than Freddie Freeman. He is a good player to fill that void of Freddie at first base. Ozzy Albies, you know, he's
Yeah,
a really
big
good
Ozzy
second
guy.
baseman. He is probably a top 10 second baseman in the
Yeah.
league. Shortstop, don't get me started. I absolutely despise our shortstop. I'm not even going to say his name. We need some help at that position. Outfield, obviously you got Acuna, you got Michael Harris, you got who's also our designated hitter, and Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna, underrated.
He's coming up on the last year of his contract, I believe, is this upcoming season. I'm hoping we resign him, but I won't be mad if we don't because he is getting up there in age. But, you know, it is what it is. We have a new manager. I'm super excited to see what he does. There has been talks about Chipper Jones getting involved in the team, so really
That would be
excited
wonderful
about
for the
that.
players aspect of it.
Especially with a young, talented group like we got. But the Red Sox kind of the opposite. Y'all have a bunch of old guys.
Yeah, a bunch of old guys. We got some new guys coming in. Mostly on the pitcher side of the thing. We got some pitchers coming in, youngsters. But I think we're in a better position than we were a couple years ago. I think it won't be long before we hit our stride, but we're just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, if we're the Dodgers, we could just buy the best players. But
Speaking of, there needs to be a captain.
yeah, there needs to be a
It's
cap.
ridiculous.
The Dodgers will buy their way into another World Series. You guys can come at us. They're just going to buy their way into their third
It's
World
true.
Series in a row.
Now, I will say, they do have the greatest baseball player to ever put on a pair of cleats and step on a
Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, come on now. He's not even in it. He's scratching the surface of his prime, and he's already the greatest.
I mean,
of
he
all
was
time.
injured for most of this last season, and he still finished with one of the greatest seasons of all time. So.
Yeah, I mean, come on. He broke how many? Three,
Three,
four
four,
records?
five, six,
It's
seven?
insane.
You never know.
I hate
So that can probably segue enough of the baseball talk into the last sport, the NBA. So we've kind of had similar NBA takes on our
Journeys, at least.
Yeah. So go ahead and start your NBA journey.
So, when I first started watching basketball, I think I was around 10 or 12 years old, and Russell Westbrook was really popping off. And me and my brothers, Isaac and Peyton, we were just sitting down. Isaac's a big Golden State guy, and I believe Golden State was playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I was like, hey, this Westbrook guy, phenomenal. So I was a Thunder fan there for a little bit, and then Westbrook, I believe, went to the Rockets, and I was like, okay, well, my favorite player is no longer on the team. Screw you guys. This Isaiah Thomas guy in Boston is an absolute dog.
Short underdog.
I'm going to go be a fan of the Boston Celtics. And then we brought in Jaylen Brown. We brought in Jason Tatum. We brought in Kristaps Porzingis, Marcus Smart,
Al
Al
Horford.
Horford, all these dogs, just to turn around and ship them off.
Yep.
I was a Boston fan from about
Just to win the finals and then ship them off. Yep.
I want to say I was a Boston fan for about 5 or 6 years. Actually, no, up until this previous season, whenever we just decided to trade everybody, I was like, you know what, screw this. My family's from San Antonio. I grew up watching Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manuel Ginobili. Like, just, I remember the excitement, seeing the excitement from my family whenever they won the NBA championship against the Heat that one year.
They took out the LeBron Heat, the
So-
LeBron Super Heat. Yeah.
You know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my roots. I'm gonna be a Spurs fan, and just so happens we have one of the greatest upstart players right now in the sport in Wemby. He's
Victor
an area.
Wembanyama, absolute monster.
But what about you?
Absolutely similar. Kevin Durant coming out of Texas. I said this Texas Kevin Durant guy, he's the future. Went to the Seattle SuperSonics. I said this Kevin Durant guy, he's my guy. Kevin Durant is my guy. SuperSonics, let's do this. And then they shipped off the SuperSonics to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I said, all right, let's do this, you know. And then Oklahoma City Thunder, 2011, I think. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, Kevin Durant. Phenomenal to start four. I forgot who the fifth one is.
That is
I think it's maybe Steven Adams, or that was before Steven Adams. But phenomenal team.
should have won a championship.
Yes,
Shoulda won a
they made
championship.
it to the finals against the Heat, and then got swept got swept by the LeBron Heat, or it might have been 3-1, but they did not win. And then Kevin Durant continued to be a phenomenal duo with Russell Westbrook. Time after time, they'd get into the playoffs and just lose in heartbreaking fashion. And you would think, as a professional player, you would go, all right, we're going to keep putting in that work. Not Kevin Durant. He said, you know what, Golden State, if you can't beat them, join them. And then I guess that's also when I did my heel turn. I said, screw it, I'll go to the Golden State Warriors also. And hey, back-to-back championships. Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond
Splash
Green.
Bros.
Absolute super team. Then we went to a third one in a row. He popped his Achilles. We lose to the Toronto Raptors. And then I'm thinking, that's a fine. We'll come back. We'll come back. What all athletes do, we'll come back. Not Kevin Durant. He goes to the Brooklyn Nets with James Harden, Kyrie Irving. That does not work out well. I say, all right, screw Kevin Durant. I'm a Steph Curry guy. Steph Curry never left his team. He stays here. He's a nice Christian man. He's got a good family. Loves his team. Loves the city. Steph Curry. So
Way up. I feel blessed.
Golden State Warriors since 2017. So yeah,
Well, how's it working out?
Kevin
for you
Durant
now?
can eat a brick for all I care.
How's it working out for you now?
It's not too well. We did win a championship 3 years ago against the Boston Celtics, but
That's true. I was a fan.
But the last 2 years we've been dealing with injuries. Curry's getting up there in age. We shipped off Jordan Poole, which I think was a mistake.
Absolutely.
We should not have shipped
It
off
was a
Jordan
call.
Poole. Draymond Green's definitely getting up there in age. He's slowing down. We shipped off. I think we shipped off Kevin Looney, which is also a mistake. Klay Thompson, he was out of his prime.
Yeah.
So we shipped him off. But I mean, it's not too terrible. But I think we're just in that stage now where everybody's starting to phase out, and we got to get new people in.
Well, y'all do
So-
have some good young players, and I feel like if y'all can keep Curry there for
Yeah, we got Podminsky.
if y'all can keep Curry for about 2 or 3 more years,
Yeah,
those young guys can really learn from. And,
Yeah.
and I think y'all
Steve Kerr is a great coach.
absolutely. And if y'all can get after Curry leaves and the Curry era and Golden State's over, if y'all can find that new young short underdog guy who's just got that dog mentality, I think y'all will be fine.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine this season. Obviously, not going on how we playing. Steph Curry's hurt. Second time being hurt this season, but I don't think it's anybody's season except the Oklahoma City Thunder again. So
Absolutely. I mean, you have SGA. He is an absolute free throw merchant. And, if I got 150,000 rebounds, or not rebounds, free throw attempts a game, then I'd be the MVP too.
So that's that's it for our sports
But,
teams.
that's
So,
what to expect from the podcast. We're just going to sit here and talk about sports. Obviously, when football season kicks back up, we're going to be really heavy into football.
Yeah, NBA finals are coming up.
We-
Baseball season starting.
We don't really, or in the past, we haven't really watched the NBA, but this season just something changed for us. MLB, NBA, we're starting to watch a little more, keep
Yep.
up with it a little better, so we will talk about it here and there. But it's time for the steak and potatoes of this podcast.
Yeah, that was just a taste of what's coming in the future. Now is the main ingredient of this podcast.
And that's the
The
nerdy
crumb de la
stuff.
crumb is nerdy geek stuff.
Yes, sir. Obviously, we already told you our favorite superheroes. Spider-Man Noir trailer came out a couple weeks ago. We both rather
Really
enjoyed
enjoyed
it.
it, yeah.
And we got some pretty big news from brand new. I wouldn't say big news, but we got some brand new day news about some confirmed cast members, some rumored cast members. Super excited about that movie. How are you feeling about Brand New Day?
Brand new day, as we'll get into it later in a little list that we're doing,
Yes.
which is called.
5 for 5.
We'll explain that a little bit later. A little tease for the later in the episode. But Brand New Day is our favorite character, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, I think we both kind of agree that he kind of eased into the role before we really appreciated Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Yep.
I know me and you are not big Homecoming guys. But yeah, I think Brand New Day is going to be extraordinary. You got Punisher, who's going to be in there, Hulk,
Yeah.
Scorpion. I mean, it is just straight up ripped out of the comic book so far of what we've heard. We haven't really gotten a teaser yet. Sony, if you would hurry up and just drop that already, that would be pretty phenomenal for us to get if we could hurry up and get that.
Absolutely.
The rumor is that Jean Grey, I wouldn't say rumor, it's pretty much confirmed that Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I know I'm bigger on that than you are.
I'm not a fan.
But not of the casting. But
I love the casting. Sadie Sink as Jean
the
Grey.
casting
really
is
good.
phenomenal.
I just hope that they do a really good job of making it make sense as to why Jean Grey,
It's rambling MCU.
yeah, just randomly a
And-
part of a Spider-Man movie.
The director, I think, will do a good job. You know, director Dustin Dinofrate did Wonder Man, did Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Both
Great
things we
movie.
really love. So I think that Brand New Day is going to absolutely blow the roof off. I don't have any doubts in my mind whatsoever about Brand New Day.
I don't either. I do worry that it might be a little much,
overcrowded.
you know, because like every other superhero movie we see that's a little overcrowded with characters and plot lines and stories, like nobody really seems to like it. I mean, it's an enjoyable experience, but my worry is that it's not going to hold up with No Way Home or, you know, the first two Toby movies or TASM, you know. So I do worry that, you know, it's going to be kind of a middle of the pack Spider-Man movie. I don't think it will. I do have some faith in it. Like you said, the director of Shang-Chi, Wonder Man, he done a phenomenal job with those two projects. Super excited to see what he
Tom
does.
Holland had a hand in the producing and writing process of this
I did
movie,
not
and I
know
know he loves Spider-Man, so I don't think he'll let us down. I think I'm way more higher up on than you are. I would bet my entire mortgage on that this movie is going to be phenomenal.
Absolutely. And obviously we have another Marvel movie in Avengers Doomsday coming out in December. How are you feeling about that?
You know, Marvel hasn't been too much on a hot streak here recently, but they have found their footing recently with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four back to back.
Yes, they
Now
did.
Wonder Man, X-Men '97, Spider-Man freshman year or from the neighborhood Spider-Man. I
Which I
think
just watched for the first time.
he
by the way.
did just watch that for the very first time.
Might be one of the
Spider-Man.
greatest animated shows ever.
It's a phenomenal Spider-Man
I'm
show.
excited for season 2 comes out this year.
Yeah,
right?
comes out in a couple months. I'm
Super
not sure
excited for
when.
that. And season 2 of X-Men '97.
Yeah,
comes
X-Men
out.
'97 also drops out this summer.
So
Yep.
we're eating good at the Marvel
Yeah.
table right
Eating
now.
good at the Marvel table, absolutely. Spider-Man table especially.
Obviously DC, James Gunn, he's doing his thing over there. We got Supergirl coming out. I know I'm a little higher on the Supergirl trailer than you are.
Yep.
I think Lobo, Jason Momoa as Lobo looks absolutely fantastic. I do disagree with everybody online talking about, oh, he could look better. Okay, the same people complaining that Lobo could look better are the same people who were absolutely drooling about Jason Momoa being Lobo. So get out of here, pal.
I think Lobo looks.
I think he looked
phenomenal.
great.
That small tease we got. I mean, that is Lobo. I mean, what more else could you? I mean, yeah, you can make the eyes red, but I mean, that's you know who Lobo is.
Exactly. It is what it is. He looks phenomenal. I think the trailer looked really good. I know you're worried that it's kind of little.
Yeah, it
too-
looked a little Guardians of the Galaxy to
Yeah.
me. The villain they changed up how he looks from the comics to kind of look like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of guy. But we have all the faith in the world that James Gunn approved the script for a reason. They got a really good director. I'm not familiar with the work, but I've heard he's really good. So I think Supergirl is going to come out and be pretty good. The trailers could be a little bit better for me.
Yeah. Well, I will say James Gunn does have his set style he likes to use, but I'm okay with that because Superman, obviously, movie of the year last year in 2025. You know, all three Guardians movies, really good movies. Suicide Squad, he did a really good job with that. Peacemaker, he did a really good job with that. Season 2, obviously fans didn't like it as much. People were like, oh, the gun jam. Screw you, he was just reloading. I mean, I'm a little higher on it than most. I know I'm higher on it than you are. I know the finale.
Finale did not land for me at all. I don't think it landed for either of us, but
It didn't land for me, but it did set up a bunch of really cool things for the future,
Yeah.
and it got me excited for the future.
the finale will go up in ratings if he capitalizes on the end of the season.
Yeah, I agree. Now we aren't getting a confirmed season 3 as of right now. So
Yeah,
that's
as of
gonna
right
worry
now,
me.
not.
But I did really like that Rick Flag is. I wouldn't say he's setting up to be a big bad, but he's starting to kind of play a main role. in
Yeah.
this. You know that's going to be really cool. I'm blanking on his name, but the actor of Rick Flag, phenomenal actor. He was Bonesaw in
And so
Winter Soldier and Civil War. He did a phenomenal job there. He's a really
Frank,
good actor. Frank
Frank something.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
super
remember.
excited about that. No, sorry, Frank, we can't remember your name. No disrespect, but
If you're watching this, we're sorry.
obviously, we are in love with Marvel and DC.
Yeah, that's our passion.
And because Doomsday is coming out, we have started a Marvel rewatch.
Yep.
Timeline order. We have watched all the way up to the first Avengers.
Yep.
What did you think about Captain America: First Avenger?
So we
On the
watched with Captain Marvel, Captain America, Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, Thor. So
And Avengers.
and the Avengers. Yes. We finally watched the Avengers, which is a crazy take that you did not like the first time you saw it.
Okay, so I was young, I was sick, so I associated being sick with watching the movie, and I didn't rewatch it since then. But upon rewatch, the Avengers is one of the greatest Marvel movies ever.
One of the greatest comic movies ever made. I still
Absolutely.
think top 5 greatest comic movies ever made. Just what it did to be able to bring all those characters together for the very first time and have it all flow without any problems.
Right.
I mean, it's phenomenal, which makes me wonder how Joss Whedon screwed up Justice League so bad, but we won't get into that right now. That's not truly his fault. So yeah, Captain America: The First Avenger, I think we both agree, very, very underrated.
Oh, absolutely.
Rewatching
And
that
so
for the first
enjoyable.
time. Yeah, rewatching that for the very first time. Very fun, very good build. Chris Evans is phenomenal in that role. I mean, he was born to play Captain America.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones, hilarious as the drill sergeant, especially at the end. He's like, "Don't look at me, I'm not going to catch you." Red Skull, I think we both agree, could have been used better, but he looked phenomenal
Oh, absolutely.
as far as looks
Absolutely.
go.
I mean, the opening shot where those, I think it was like 3 or 4 guys trying to push open the little cast.
and he comes in and just
thing.
pushes it. Yep.
And then he shoots the guy in the tomb, and then the blood comes up on the Red Skull, just foreshadowing who he is. That's perfect.
I
Dude.
mean,
I
it
enjoyed
is a really, really great movie,
Um,
and not a lot of people bring it up no more than they should.
And we do have Letterboxd. We will put it down in the description below, along with our other social media, our TikTok, our personal Instagrams, Facebooks, TikToks. He posts more on TikTok than I do, and our Letterboxd stuff. So
I'll
go
post
check us
this
out
in
on
this
there.
video of all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So and it'll be in the description. So go check it out. You'll get to see kind of what we rank and put the ratings as at 5 stars and stuff like that. So just something we enjoy doing. So if you guys want to go check that out, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think we gave Captain America versus Avenger both 4-star. I
But, yeah, we
think.
did. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's it. So we watched Iron Man also,
Yeah, we
and
did.
we both really enjoyed Iron Man. I think there was no doubt in our mind that we would enjoy Iron Man.
I think I ranked it higher than you did that.
I think I gave it a 4. You had a 4.5.
I think I put it above Captain America: First Avenger, and you put Captain America: First Avenger above Iron Man, right?
Well, let's find out.
Now, I will say, I'm really glad that they recasted Rhodey. Obviously, anybody who wants to make more than the main character is crazy, out of their mind. I do enjoy the build and just the character development for Tony is phenomenal. And I don't know if anybody else could have played Tony Stark and Iron Man. better than
Absolutely
RDJ.
not. Absolutely
I mean,
not.
when you think of Tony Stark and Iron Man, you think of RDJ because he has made that role so iconic. And he did such a great job. I will say, Pepper, her acting,
On and off.
pal,
I think it's that scene at the end of the first Iron Man where her and Rhodey's trying to get into the door. She's like, "This key, not working."
what is that? Is that a pick? Are you going to pick the lock?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, takes you out of the movie.
Yeah,
She does
okay.
get better as the movies go on.
I will agree with that. Yeah.
She's too busy selling those candles of her V. But no, we can keep talking about the rewatches. I do have them ranked right here. I guess I'll just say the rankings, and you can just go off of what I say.
Yep.
So dead last so far, we've only watched 7 movies. So 7, Captain Marvel.
I think we had the same list, don't we?
I think so, but let's see. 7 is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I got that at 7.
6, Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
We rewatched that.
Not much better.
Not as good as we remember Incredible Hulk being.
right.
5, Iron Man 2, kind of bumped up a little bit on our rewatch.
It did.
But it's also still not that good.
I don't remember enjoying it, and while we're talking about it, because you know what? Go ahead and finish this. My bad. Go ahead.
The Iron Man 2 action, I think, brings it up above the Captain Marvel and Incredible
Yeah,
Hulk.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. elevates anything he's in.
Absolutely.
4, actually, I had Captain America: The First Avenger at 4.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Thor?
Thor, I have at 3. I think the first Thor is very underrated.
Okay, so we do have a different list because I don't have Thor above
Yeah,
First Avenger.
I think this is where you got mistaken because I have Thor at 3, just a tad bit over Captain America, just because I think the final fight in Thor
Yeah.
a little bit better. Then Iron Man at 2, first Avengers at 1. So I think our 1 and 2 is different.
Well, I'm a lot harsher on my rankings than you are. And if the final battle is lackluster, it don't take me out of the movie, but it's like, all right.
Yeah, it leaves you with a sour taste in your mouth.
And I will say, Thor was a fun rewatch.
It was a lot better than I remember it being. Chris Hemsworth is phenomenal in the first Thor movie.
I do wish we would have got more. Gosh, I don't want to like say he wasn't Thor because obviously he's playing Thor. But
More of this kind of Thor in the future,
right. But
which I think is happening in Doomsday.
yeah, I'm super excited about that. Obviously, they kind of just Fat Thor made him a joke kind of thing, and Thor: Love and Thunder just I remember nothing but jokes. I mean, but I'm really excited to see just like a I'm him. Thor,
Yeah,
what I mean?
I am the God of Thunder. Thor.
Right.
Yeah.
But Iron Man 2, like you said, the action really bumped that movie up higher than it should.
And Sam Jackson, Black Widow.
Phenomenal. Whiplash, that intro of Whiplash where they're on the racetrack
And
and
he comes out and chops the race
oh
car in
my
half
gosh,
and the suit
love
up, the suitcase.
dude, insane.
And then after that, Whiplash just goes downhill.
Yeah, I mean he becomes a guy in a chair for Hammer.
Disappears for an hour.
They don't explain why Hammer hates Tony Stark. And like I told you, where he kept saying, "Oh, you're taking out the competition," like when Pepper got him arrested. Yeah, taking out the competition, smart business decision. How Stark Industries doesn't make
stopped
weapons
selling
anymore.
weapons in the last movie.
In the first movie, he made it very clear. I mean, that's why Obadiah Stane went after Tony Stark. Not purely why, but it's one of the reasons because I mean. It was a very clear plot point in Iron Man 1.
That Tony Stark specifically stopped selling weapons.
Right. So that kind of took me out of it. They don't explain why Whiplash just becomes Justin Hammer's, guy in the chair, and they don't explain why he has a hatred for Tony Stark.
Except for you stole my father's technology or something stupid like that.
Yeah, pal. Last time I checked, Tony Stark wasn't alive when your father was alive. So how can Tony Stark steal your stuff? I mean, come on. This got me heated. When Rhodey and Tony was fighting the hammer.
The Hammer robots.
Yeah, phenomenal. When they were just going at it, and then here comes Whiplash in the big Iron Man suit.
Flying through the globe with the army of robots.
And I look at you and I'm like, business is about to pick up. And then 5 seconds later,
done.
Brother, come on. Really? That had me out of it. I'm not gonna lie. But enough about Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
because
enough about Iron
I'm
Man
getting
2.
frustrated. Thor, back to Thor. Obviously, you're higher.
Very underrated. Very underrated. I think I gave Thor a 4. I think I gave Thor a 4.5. I think you gave it like a 3.5. I love the first Thor movie. I remember not liking it that much. I remember being like, it's fine. On rewatch, Thor
it's fun.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm not going to say it's phenomenal, but it is really fun. It is a fun rewatch. They made you care about Thor. They made you care about Odin. Loki.
Heimdall is a A1 GOAT.
Absolutely. That man, Heimdall, is the GOAT of the MCU. Sorry. Loki, that man's a menace, bro. I did it for you. For all of us. And then he just dies.
Yeah.
But doesn't die.
Which we'll find out later because our MCU rewatch continues tonight with Thor: The Dark World.
Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 3. So, but yes. So after Thor, we watched.
After Thor, we watched the first Avengers.
Yeah. So, I mean, we kind of touched on it earlier. First Avengers movie.
5 out of 5.
I mean, come on, bro. It's going to be hard to beat that upon rewatch, honestly. Like you said, to have that many characters in the same film and it just work and it be fun and it make you care and get you emotional. Like it does this.
It's funny. It's emotional.
It's a roller coaster ride of a movie, and I absolutely love it.
From start to finish.
So, but I know that we both remembered not really caring for Thor: Dark World.
Yep. I've only seen it twice.
I've only seen it once.
9 years ago.
Same.
And I remember not liking it at all.
Yeah, so not really excited for it, but
who knows?
It might shock us. I mean, we didn't like the first Thor.
We didn't like. We thought the first Incredible Hulk was overrated or underrated, and we ended up thinking it was overrated.
So I mean, And then Iron Man 3,
We remember kind of liking it.
I remember my rankings of Iron Man movies being 1, 3, 2.
Yeah,
So,
I'll probably say the same. I think the action Iron Man 3 is really good. The Coca-Cola looking suit, the gold and the red suit, I think is phenomenal. The Mandarin stuff up until the reveal, I think is phenomenal. But we'll see. I have not seen that movie in about 5 years, so
I'm excited
it'll be a fun
about that.
rewatch.
But yeah, we're doing a Marvel rewatch all the way up until
Doomsday.
current day. We're going to finish it before Doomsday.
We're gonna hit some of the X-Men movies.
Yes. So super excited for that. Now, as we mentioned earlier in the podcast, we have a segment that we're going to do probably every week or every other week. It's called 5 for 5. Now, it is a list of 5. Okay, I'm putting the cart above the horse. So every week or every other week, whenever we do this segment, it's going to be different. It's going to be a different category. This week, it is going to be upcoming movies in 2026.
That we're excited for.
It's going to be 5 movies that we're excited for, plus 3 honorable mentions, and then 5 movies that we
can
could
care
really
less
just
for.
right.
So we think it's gonna come out and not be good.
You want to go first?
Yeah, well, let's start first. You want to start off with most anticipated? You want to start off with non-anticipated?
I say we start with our 5 that we're not really looking
Our bottom 5?
Yeah.
So bottom 5. Number 5, bottom 5. I could care less about this movie. I don't think it's going to be good. Mortal Kombat 2.
Really?
The first Mortal Kombat that came out about 5 years ago, I did not like.
Are you, brother?
I did not like that Mortal Kombat movie. The fighting in it is good. I think they a character assassinated Raiden. Raiden is not who he is in that movie. But we'll get past that.
We're getting Carl Urban as Johnny.
Not a good casting.
What are you talking
Not a good
about?
casting, in my opinion.
He looks just like Johnny.
No.
Yes, he does.
No.
All right, bro.
So no, that's not a good casting.
Right.
I love Carl Urban. He is not Johnny Cage. But next up, same realm, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I think the trailer looks pretty stupid in my opinion.
I mean, it's a video game, though.
Pretty goofy.
It's a video game.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Sonic.
You're right.
Look at The Last of Us.
I don't have
Look at
Street
Fallout.
Fighter in any of my lists, so yeah.
So none of those are in your list.
Oh yeah, none of those.
So yeah, Street Fighter I think looks pretty dumb. We're big Cody Rhodes or Marines guys. They'll be in there. I mean, we'll go watch it.
We will go watch it. I do think you're going to enjoy it more than you think.
But I'm not a Street Fighter guy.
I'm not
so
either.
I'm going in there with just as a movie guy.
I'm not either.
Number 3, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
I did not like that trailer whatsoever. I think it looks very goofy, very silly. The whole thing with He-Man. I mean, I don't think we watched the He-Man cartoon growing up.
No, we didn't.
But I mean, the whole thing of He-Man, he's supposed to be this badass, but him going into like the shop and trying to pick up the sword and he can't. It just looks goofy to me. Jared Leto once again in another franchise.
Every movie he's in is not good.
Yeah. So Jared Leto again as Skeletor, whatever.
He could very well ruin this franchise too.
Yeah, I mean he probably will. So
I will say he does look really good.
Skeletor does
He
look
looks
phenomenal.
really good.
They got the chick from Riverdale, Camila, I think is her name. She's playing whatever the other girl's name is. I'm not a big Master of the Universe guy. But all right, that's number 3. Number 2, how many of these are they gonna make? Insidious 7, Bleeding World. I don't even think you knew this was coming out.
I did not.
I didn't figure out this was coming out till today. Please God, stop making these Insidious movies.
You don't like the Insidious
The
movies?
first and second one were phenomenal, and then after that, they just go straight downhill. Please stop doing this.
Yeah.
This old lady can only do so much. All right, number 1 for something I'm just not excited for at all. I think looks stupid. Mandalorian Grogu.
Really?
I think that is a huge mistake for Star Wars.
Wow.
It'll be their first movie in 8 years to be a TV show movie.
But the TV show's great.
Season 3 sucks.
Okay. But the TV show's great.
But you want to have the first movie of a Star Wars to be a TV show movie?
Okay, what do you
when
want 'em to
not a
do?
lot of people had Disney Plus?
What do you want them to do? Remake the prequels?
Make anything.
That's what they're
That's
doing.
not Disney Plus.
They're making anything.
That's not Disney Plus.
All right, bro. All right.
I mean, I get it. They want to capitalize on They want to capitalize on Baby Grogu. All right, they'll make money off of it. But I don't think it's going to be a big. I think it's going to make like $500 million.
I disagree.
I don't think it's going to be a good
disagree.
movie at all.
I think it's going to be great.
But
I
yeah,
disagree.
that is my bottom five. Very different from his apparently. So let's get into your bottom five right now.
So my bottom five, at number 5, I know you're excited for this movie, Project Hail Mary. I could absolutely care less about Project Hail Mary. The trailer looked stupid. It didn't make me care to go watch the movie. The marketing for the movie has not been good at all. I could care less about going to watch Project Hail Mary. Now, it might shock me. It might be a good movie, but I'm just not excited for it. I mean, I'm not. Ryan Gosling, great actor. I'm not saying he's going to do a bad job. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad movie. I'm just not excited for it. Now, that is number 5. So that does mean that it's not the top movie I'm not looking
Continue.
for. So, number 4, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
Same reasons you have it on there. I don't think I have to explain that much. Number 3, Godzilla minus 0. Haven't really cared for Godzilla that much the past couple movies that they've done. King Kong, I've enjoyed, but I don't care. I really don't. I mean, it is what it is.
You're out of your mind, but continue.
Number 2, I have Mercy with Chris Pratt.
Which already came out.
It has.
Yeah, and it's not good.
I didn't know that. Okay, well, there you go.
But that
So, I mean,
explains why it's in the bottom five. But it's not good.
Well,
and it has
that-
like a 13 on Rotten Tomatoes.
the fact that I didn't know that it already came
Yeah,
out.
it came out like a month ago.
Explains why it's at 2. I mean, AI, get out of here. You suck. I hate
It's a
you.
movie of Chris Pratt in a chair the entire time.
Yeah,
so.
I don't care for it. And number 1, I don't know why they are making a third movie of this when the first 2 have been absolute flops. But The Strangers Chapter 3, I don't care. I really don't. They have the redheaded girl from Riverdale. Cherry Bomb. I don't care. I really don't.
The first 2 were absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, okay. So me and my fiance, we went and watched the first one in theaters. We both left and we were like, "Why did we go watch that movie?" You know, it was a waste of money. So I'm not excited for that. But that's number 1 of the bottom 5. So I'm going to get into my honorable mentions.
You'll do our honorable mentions. I'll do my honorable
Yep.
mentions.
So my first honorable mention, we're going to watch this as the time this podcast comes out. As the time this podcast comes out, it will be tomorrow.
Very excited for this. My
Scream
favorite film
7.
franchise of all time.
Scream 7, super excited to go see that. But there's just so many really good movies coming out.
Understandable.
It was hard. It was hard. Really hard. My second honorable mention is Clayface. Super excited for Clayface. We're getting a horror live action superhero DC, not really superhero, but like DC. I'm excited. I'm giddy about that movie. I'm super excited to see what they do with it.
Yep.
It's a different take. I don't have to say anymore. The set leaks that we've gotten look really good, so I'm excited.
Absolutely.
And then my third and final honorable mention is the Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah.
Super excited for that. We're both pretty big on the Hunger Games.
You're more bigger than I am. I like the original 2.
That last movie,
That have not
Ballad of the
watched.
Songbirds.
I have not watched.
You have not watched that? Pal, we might pause the Marvel rewatch just so you can watch it tonight. Brother, that is one of the. All right, whatever.
I mean, I'm not a big Hunger Games guy. That's more your speed.
I'm super excited for that. I think it's going to be a really good movie. But what's yours?
Very different. Honorable mention number 1 is going to be Scary Movie 6.
All right, bro.
The Wayans brothers are back doing Scary Movie. The Wayans brothers are doing Scary Movie. They bring back the original cast. Ghostface is back. It's basically the race to Scary Movie 1. I don't want to hear it. Scary Movie 6 is going to make $4 billion. It's going to be the highest grossing movie of all time. All right.
Yeah,
Scary Movie 6 is my number 3. Honorable mention.
You're insane.
Number 2 is Evil Dead Burn.
I wanted to put that
The
on
sequel to Evil Dead Rise, which me and you really
my
love.
God, what a
Evil Dead
movie.
Burn, comes out, I think, in October. They just started filming Evil Dead something, the third one in this trilogy.
I wanted to put that in my honorable mention.
A lot of good movies coming out this year. Not Mandalorian Burger. But Evil Dead Burn is my number 2. And number 1, honorable mention,
I don't like the way you're smelling.
is the Hit Me Hard and Soft Billy Eilish Tour, the movie in 3D. It comes out in May, and I'm going to be there with my shirt on, 3D glasses, singing my heart out, and the Billie Eilish hit me hard and soft 3D movie tour. That movie is going to make $6 billion because of me. All right. So, your top 5, go ahead.
Thank you for watching that, Blues Podcast.
That'll do it. Thank you, guys.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, bro.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
Look, my number 1. All right, we'll go
tell them your top 5.
top 5. I think we should go 5, 5, 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm good with that. All right. So, what you got at number 5?
Number 5 is Billie Eilish. No, I'm just kidding.
We would have ended the episode right there.
Number 5 is number 5, Toy Story 5.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Toy Story 5. I think the first 3 Toy Story, the Toy Story trilogy is obviously one of the greatest trilogies ever made.
I agree.
think the Toy Story 3 ending is one of the greatest endings to a trilogy ever. And then they brought it back a little bit with Toy Story 4, which I also really love. Toy Story 4.
It gets too much hate. It gets more
I
hate
agree.
than I give it.
And then-
I like that. You're number 5.
And then they ended Toy Story 4 with another thing you can end the franchise on. But the Toy Story 5 trailer with the iPad coming in, I think is very good for today's world.
I agree.
To just the thing of having to take your kids and families to be like, this is why you should play with more toys. I think we need that.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially like having an animated movie that kids can watch about why you should play with your toys more outside than iPads is very good for today's
I agree.
thing. So Toy Story 5 is my number 5.
My number 5 is vastly different. This movie has probably one of the best casts ever, and that is Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. That movie might be one of the highest grossing movies this year.
Yep.
Super excited for
agree.
that. We got Robert Pattinson, we got Tom Holland, we got Zendaya,
John Berthel.
Dude, that cast it goes on and on.
Travis Scott.
Not a fan, but we'll see what it does. Super excited for the Odyssey. I think it's going to be a great movie. I really don't have much to say about it other than
Christopher Nolan.
It's Christopher Nolan.
One of the
bro.
greatest, if not, well, I wouldn't say but one of the greatest directors of all time.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I think it's going to be a really fun time. Obviously, we haven't got like a full trailer for it yet. I think we were watching Sinners.
Yeah, and they
we-
dropped we were watching Avatar.
Avatar.
Fire and Ash.
We
Which
got a
they
teaser.
dropped a teaser for that.
Yeah.
Um,
Tom Holland looked great in the
Yep.
teaser. But
Matt Damon, star of it. But number 4 for me, The Odyssey. Same as your number 5. Number 4 for me is The Odyssey. I mean, Christopher Nolan. What more can you want? I don't think I've ever had a Christopher Nolan movie I didn't like.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, John Berthel, Matt Damon, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson. I mean, you tell me right then and there, I'm going to see that movie.
Yeah, take my
I
money.
don't even have to watch the trailer for this movie. I will go and
Yeah,
watch
take
it.
my money.
So number 4 is The Odyssey.
My number 4 is Supergirl. Super excited. James Gunn, obviously, he's not the director of this.
No.
But it is James Gunn, DCU. Super excited to see what they do with Supergirl in the future of DC. I hope we get a little bit of Superman in there. I hope we get a little bit of Lex Luthor in there. They really made me care about these characters. So super excited to see what they do with Supergirl. Spoiler warning, if you have not seen the Woman of Tomorrow comic books, fast forward like 10 seconds. But if they kill Crypto, I will lose my That is all. Your number 3?
Number 3 is the third movie in a trilogy, and that's Dune Part 3.
Yes, sir.
Dune Messiah. I think Dune 2 is one of the greatest movies of the last 10 years.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
think you've seen it yet.
I have.
You've seen Dune
Yep,
2?
yeah,
Phenomenal
brilliant.
movie. Timothy Chalamet is an absolute one of the next greats.
Yep.
Another Zendaya movie.
Yep.
She is popping off. Vinny
Robert
Del-
Pattinson's also in
Yeah,
it.
Robert Pattinson, Timothy Chalamet. Zendaya is another stat cast. Josh Brolin's in it. Yeah.
Talk about a year for Zendaya and Robert Pattinson.
Florence Pugh, my baby, she's in there.
I did not know she was in it.
So yeah, Dune 3, number 3.
Well, my number 3, Dune Part 3. I don't like how they changed the name to Dune Part 3. Dune Messiah, that would have been a phenomenal name. But I do agree it might be a top 3 highest grossing movie of the year. Super excited to see that. The first 2 are phenomenal. Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya do a phenomenal job. And it's just something we haven't seen before. So super excited to see what they do there. What's your number 2?
I think we're going to have the same one here. It's Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Okay.
At number 2, it's Spider-Man Brand New Day. Nothing we haven't said before. Spider-Man, my GOAT. Punisher, Hulk, Scorpion. I mean, it's the animated series come to life. So Spider-Man Brand New Day too.
Well, my number 2 is Avengers Doomsday. So I really thought we were going to have the same top two, but Avengers Doomsday, I'm super excited for it. I do think it'll be a little messier than Spider-Man Brand New Day, so that's why I don't have it at number 1. So I'm still excited. We're getting Doctor Doom. We're getting the original X-Men. We're getting all kinds of stuff. So I'm super excited to see what they do. Apparently, we're getting a reboot after Secret Wars.
Starting the Mutant Saga, which is X-Men focused.
Doomsday's obviously setting up for Secret Wars, so I'm super excited to see what they do there. But yeah, Avengers Doomsday is my number 2.
All right, well, no surprise here, guys. Number 1 is Avengers Doomsday. So, yeah, I mean, you got Avengers, New Avengers, X-Men. Rumors are that Tobey Maguire is in it, so Doctor Doom is back. I want to see how they do RDJ as Doctor Doom.
Yep.
Doctor Doom has yet to be done right on screen.
I agree.
So I think the Russos will be able to do that. See a badass Doctor Doom killing Avengers. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that's my number
we
1.
finally got a good live-action Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So it gives me hope that we're going to get a good live-action.
Fantastic Four, Avengers, the Wakandans, the X-Men, the New Avengers. I mean, it's going to be a stacked movie. I
The
think.
teaser
I'm
trailers
very
look really good.
Yep. Steve Rogers is back.
Come on. Obviously, my number 1, Super Mario. I'm just kidding.
What did you say?
Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
No, it's Spider-Man Brand New Day. I mean, Spider-Man's the goat of all goats. He is the greatest superhero to ever exist. I don't have to say much about it. It's Spider-Man. Super excited for it. But that was 5 for 5. It is going to be a little segment that we continue to do here on the Absolute Podcast. If you guys have made it this far in the episode, we thank you so much for hanging out with us. Austin, you have anything you want to say to them?
Appreciate you for taking the ride with us. This is a very fun episode.
I
I
agree.
think this is a very fun episode.
Now, before we head out, I do want to say something else that we are both really big advocates for. And one of the main reasons that we made this podcast, so we can continue to grow and hopefully get a really big platform to spread awareness for
To
this.
Billie Eilish and her 3D
No.
tour.
No.
No, it's,
Is mental health. It is a
men's and women's.
It is a common thing, and we lose people every day to it. If you are struggling with something, please reach out to somebody. Your voice needs to be heard.
I mean, it sucks reaching out to people. You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, it sucks reaching out and telling that you need help. Everybody has an ego. Everybody don't want to say they need help. But I'm telling you right now, once you reach out to somebody, it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders.
And I know we can speak for both of us, but
Yep.
if I didn't meet this man 3 years ago and he's become like a brother to me,
Yep.
you know, God knows where my mental health would be. Him, my fiance, my mother and father, my brothers and sisters, y'all really helped me, and I'm sure you would say
Yeah,
the
I mean,
same.
I've gained a new family over there at his house. Him and his fiance are very close to me. They're kind of like my brothers and sisters. Dad and mom's like my second mom. So, I mean,
Well,
you never know what life has in store for you. Just
Absolutely.
keep going, keep fighting. Don't have a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
please reach out. Your life is far more important than you think, and any problems that you're dealing with, don't stay quiet. But we love you guys. We really appreciate you watching this first episode with us. By the time this comes out, it will be the day before Scream 7. So episode 2, we will be filming on this coming up Sunday, and we will have our Scream 7 review. So super excited
We'll
to
have
see
a
you
Scream
guys.
7 review on the next podcast, which will be out next Wednesday.
Yep.
And then
That's what I
on
just said.
TikTok, on TikTok, which I will put at the end of this video, we will have our out of the theater reaction
Yep.
of Scream 7. Very excited.
So go follow our socials. They'll be down in the description below. We really appreciate you guys, and this is the Absolute Podcast.
Appreciate you. See you next time. Go watch Billie Eilish's 3D tour.
No,
Hitting you hard and
no,
soft.
no.
Coming out March 15th. The Billie Eilish hard hitting hard and soft.